Hello, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for telling me I was muted. I just started talking. Hello, Fexes. Happy Sunday. Congrats on first. Hello, Aurelius. Welcome in. And today, I'm going to turn down the music for just a minute. A little distracting. There we go. Today we are drawing Icarus, Deathbloom, and Otherworld Player. She just chose to be muted 100%. Yeah, exactly. Sure. Aurel gets it. But there are first couple of people who redeemed the drawing EFP redeem. So we're gonna hop right in. Espa's not with us today. He's at HEMA, so he's actually started a rapier class, so he's learning. He's going to be doing that on Sundays. So I think it might just be me going forward on these drawing streams. I'll try to keep up the conversation as best I can. It's a little tough on all but myself, all alone out here. All right, but let me shout out. Actually, Icarus is streaming right now. She's playing Stardew Valley. Icarus, Deathbloom. She's not the command. Let's do the actual thing. There we go. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She's actually doing a if you find her on Twitter, let me put her link, her Twitter account in here, because she and Recro Vancro are doing a like D&D assignment thing on next Sunday, so in a week. So if you, let me find her. If you respond to her tweet with your PNG, she will assign you a D&D class. So there it is. There's the tweet. If you respond to that, you'll get her and Recro will do their best to figure out which D&D class you belong to, or maybe you can try it out next. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. I have no fucking clue how to draw. I don't know how to draw things, guys. Icarus is... I love her design so much. She's a Raven? Valkyrie? VTuber, I think? But she's gorgeous. And she's like, whenever I've seen her stream, she's like just super chaotic, gremlin energy, as you do, but also very sweet. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna have to try and capture that energy. Hello, Rui. Welcome in. How's it going? Well, I might be in over my head here, but we're gonna give it our best. We're gonna do our best here. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I can see most of the block and also her design. Okay, nothing to it but to do it, right? It goes well? Good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it always. thinking... I don't want to do this at all. Also thinking I need to skip the the fucking um Undertale songs. Okay, that one's okay. Sorry, I'll get a bit lurky, late on work deadlines. I'll send you my half of my last brain cell. Thank you, Aurelius, and I hope your deadlines go okay. How are you this fine Sunday? I am here. And there's something to be said for being here, right? Right. Oh, totally. So I've been spending my whole weekend playing well, I got chosen for a beta test. I got chosen to be a beta test, and that was super exciting. So I've been playing the game all weekend, Wizard with a Gun. You know what? I was trying to do like a 3/4 profile, and that's just not happening. Wow, I know, right? It was so exciting. I've heard of that game. Yes! Oh my god. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, Rui. Oh my god. You're gonna be so happy with it because it's so much fun. Well, the beta test ends tomorrow, and I've been trying to get in as much playtime as I possibly can. But it's so much fun. It's like I'm not allowed to talk about it. They're like, you're under an NDA. You can't stream it. You can't talk about it. You have to keep it to the beta channels. I'm like, but I think I can say that it's fun without getting into trouble. But yeah, it's a really good game. I'm really happy. Like, I'm gonna get it when it comes out, obviously. Okay, I don't know. This is being weird. Why is it doing this like clicky thing? You see the circle that's happening? I'm so confused. No, it's not showing up on screen. That's so weird. So weird. Whee! But yeah, it's been a fun experience, and I'm never like on top of stuff enough to do like cool stuff like beta testing. So was very impressed with that, with myself for that. Other Mo player, hello, welcome in. First, Kidnapped for Help edition. All right. I appreciate the lurk. Look, I'm gonna be drawing you. I got you all set up over here. You're next. There you are. I'm excited. I'm excited to draw other. But yeah, gotta speed run the helping then. Mm. Oh hell yeah, you gotta be around. Okay, meme face complete. Now we gotta detail it out. Okay. No eyebrows. Who needs eyebrows? Hello, hello, 15. Welcome in. How's it going? Let's see. What should we draw her doing? I'm thinking, because she's like got the wings, right? So I'm thinking it's gotta be like, you know, the Cupid poses? Like where it's like baby face. And then, you have like the big, like, you know, that kind of thing. That's kind of what I'm feeling for Icarus right now. But I don't know how to achieve that with this design. I also don't want it to be like body up here and then just like boobies hanging down, you know? Gravity gets us all in the end. My back is sore, but I'm alright. Oh no, 15, why's your back sore? What did you do to yourself? Okay, we're just gonna focus on the hair for now. Then we'll figure out the body. Okay, we got the bangs here. I didn't do anything to my back. Ugh. I hate it when that happens. You're like, why is my back sore? I haven't done anything. I'm going to be lurking here for a bit. Happy streaming, sirs. All right, Rui. Thank you very much for the lurk. We're just going to have like ourselves a chill little drawing stream here. No chaos. My chaos twin is at HEMA today. So no one's here to get me to do the howl redeem for you. Let's see here. Okay, she's got like, what is this? These miniature wings? Like ear wings things? I don't know. Okay, she's got some more little hair thingies that come down this way. Okay, we're making some progress here. We're making some progress. I can do hair. I don't know if I can do these braids though. How do braids work? Okay, it's like heart shapes. Or I guess it's like they're just coming around like this. Like that? I guess that looks okay. Yeah, we can do that. Remember, tracing is okay if you're practicing. And this convenient little piece of hair right here disguises the beginning of the braid. So it's good practice because I also have braids in my design. Although they're a little bit more prominent than these ones are here. There we go. That looks okay. Yeah. It's fine. It's, oops, luck. I don't know how that happened. It's some yellow. Okay. And then her little, like, I don't know what these are. Wings? Ears? Feathers? They come out like this. And they do look cute though. Like, I like them. I just, I don't know how to describe them. That one's too small. Whole thing is too small. And also not the right angle, I guess. So what the fuck are these? These the braids? Start braids on this one? I don't think so. Ugh. I just want it to look like that one on the other side. Why does it look so much fuller over there? There we go. Okay, I just had to get away from that. It works. one's too small. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, has anybody watched the new Castlevania? Because Espa and I watched it last night, and I have to say, I was not super thrilled. Like, I was really excited for another like a Castlevania spinoff, basically. And what we got was not the best, in my opinion. I was a little disappointed. Not gonna lie. Like, there's obviously going to be a season 2, from what I can tell, like the way that it ended. So I'm hoping this second season picks up a little bit better than the first, but they did not really give themselves like a good starting point. And I don't think it's necessarily fair to try and judge it based on compare it to the first Castlevania Netflix show. But oh my god, like if you're gonna make a new Castlevania in the same with the same character, like, you know, with the same exact universe, not the same characters obviously, but like same timeline of the original show, like, shouldn't you do your due diligence about like writing, character development, that kind of thing? I don't know. I was disappointed in it. I thought it could have been a lot better. Oh wait, I'm not doing the body down here. Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Let's decide what we're doing first, I guess, with this, and then I can figure out how I want the body to be. Because basically her hold up. I think I gotta move her like down here. His body is gonna go up this way, I think. Okay, so basically head is here, and we have hair gonna come down and kind of help block the how it connects. Hopefully. And let's see, what are we gonna do? It's got to be like a perspective thing. Shoulders. I don't know how the chest is gonna go. I guess that'll be neck. And then we just have, like, maybe the hair can help, you know, make the boobas look less crazy. I may have gotten a little out of my depth with this. Like, I don't know how to draw perspectives. Booba, yes, Fexus. There's a lot of booba. There's a lot of booba here, as you can see. And we're going for this, like, you know, that kind of like cartoon Cupid pose. And I don't really know how to draw that. So maybe there's just no neck. Maybe we don't have a neck. And it's just chest and shoulders. And they kind of connect. Maybe we just make a second sketch layer. Put it underneath that bad boy. Sketch 2. Okay, okay. And, so hold on. We would have the head, and then underneath, we're drawing you know, the outfit. But that's still the wrong angle. Maybe this is outside of my league. Because it would be, whoops. I don't know how it keeps getting switched to yellow. Because I guess it would be like, you wouldn't see the bottom of the boobas. You would see the top of them. And that would be shoulder. Arm comes down. Body out here, this way. And then wings. Like that? It looks a little weird. It looks a little strange. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Maybe I pick a different pose to try and do. But I want to involve the wings in some way. I just don't know how. What do we do, guys? What do we do? Because I don't want to just keep on drawing, like, straight on, you know, like straight, like this kind of perspective, like the perspective right here. I'm not just copying that and like putting a little Mimi face on it. Or at least that's not what I want to do. Hmm. Maybe let's look up some pose references. Flying pose reference. Oh, these are like superhero poses. There's so many options. Flying pose. Both. I keep going back and forth between wanting to draw and wanting to write. Maybe just so like do an hour of each and then switch. Like hour of that, then switch to another one. Or rock, paper, scissors. With your no, not rock, paper, scissors. You know the like eeny meeny miny moe. There we go. The wheel of choice. Yes. Yeah. I don't make decisions unless I have to. I make something else make the decisions for me. Right now, having to make decisions about like posing and not having fun. I'm not having fun. Writing his one. I do want to work on the fic more because I think I'm halfway through chapter 1. Ooh, nice. It is nice to finish kind of a you know, like a my brain has stopped working. It's nice to finish like a Oh my god. A milestone. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Okay, this silly little pose has one out, so that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna say, fuck this. Okay. Perfect. There we go. All right. Section of writing. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to finish like a section of stuff. I wonder if I can. Move that out of the way. And sketch. I wonder if I can tilt this. Transform. Transform tool. Oh my gosh. I've been looking for something like this for so long. Oh my god. Okay. We've made a huge revelation in how to use Krita. Transform tool. Okay, okay. Hello, Deputy. Welcome in. How's it going? Okay. Now we're gonna draw her like straight on, but you know, a little bit post. Someone today asked why I don't really plan out my chapters other than the prologue and epilogue, and that is because I have an outline of the meat of the fic, but planning out and deciding how many chapters there's going to be is boring. I also feel like that's a little restrictive. Like, you just gotta decide on a number of chapters you need as you go along. Like if you need more chapters to you know, make something happen, then you've got to have more chapters. Okay, let's see. So she has... What is happening on the hands? Okay, it doesn't look like it's connected. Oh no, it's one of those things where it's like... It goes up like that. Which means she's gonna have 5 fingers if I'm gonna do that, but we're not. We're gonna fudge it. We're gonna fudge it. That's what we're gonna do. I love the nails though. She really got them done for the occasion. Oh, that is not the pencil. Yeah, I don't know if that really looks like a finger. Yeah, that's close enough. That looks like an arm. Hand. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this fic is going to have 3 climaxes. I have no clue how many chapters there's going to be. Yeah, exactly. You can't plan something like a chapter count out. Just like Cersei can't plan what poses are. Okay, elbow is like here. And that looks like her arm is just like the same as her hand. Oh my god, why does it keep switching to the yellow? That's so annoying. Okay, that looks a little bit more real. I guess I gotta actually draw this hand out. The only thing I plan out is the prologue and epilogue because I know the prologue is going to be the beginning and the epilogue is going to be the end. Yeah, that makes sense to me. You know, you have the beginning and the end planned out, and that's like the middle is the middle can change as you're going along. Like you can find out. So, well, there's 2 types of writing, right? And it sounds to me like you're a bit more of the garden path writer, which is as you go along, you discover things about your characters, you let your characters tell you about themselves, and you let their personalities drive the decisions that they make, you know? Which is less planned out and more, it feels a little bit more natural, but it's not a very quick way to write. And then you have the outline writers, who plan everything. They know exactly what each section of the book is going to have. And there are no surprises to the writer themselves, right? Because they know what exactly is going to happen. And they know what's coming next. Why can't you get this right? And that's actually, I think, what happened with that just looks so fucking weird. That's actually, I think, what happened with Game of Thrones. So George R. R. Martin is a garden path writer. Like, he lets the character development really drive what's happening in the book. And that's actually why he's stuck right now. He said he's stuck because he killed off a character that he didn't realize he was going to need. And that's also what happened with the show, because he's a garden path writer, and so everything is really character driven and like personality driven, and characters make decisions based on like their needs and wants and their biases. But what happened with the show is they got to a point where they were rushing, and they were like, okay, well, we have to get from point A to point B. And we're going to do that even though it might not be within this character's like personality or anything that they've ever done before, or anything that they would normally do if we treated them like the character that we've developed, you know? And so then they forced characters to do things that, they wouldn't normally have done. And and that's why it ended up being so shit. And now I have not seen the final few seasons of Game of Thrones. I stopped watching around like season 4, because I had read the books, and I was like, I wasn't up to date with the show, and I was getting spoilers, and one of the ones was that like Stannis sacrifices his daughter to to the red god Azor Ahai, or not, I don't know, R'hllor. Stannis thinks he's Azor Ahai, but he's not. And so I read that, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to see them kill this child. There's already enough like graphic stuff happening that I've been a little like, this is not really my thing to watch. Like, it wasn't that bad reading about it, but it's like another thing to see it, And so I was like, you know what? I'm done with Game of Thrones. But yeah, that's my analysis of the Game of Thrones ending. They forgot their characterization because they were rushing to get through a plot line. And I think that's what happened with the Nocturne as well. Castlevania Nocturne. I'm so upset about like how they did with that. And the reviews are not coming out very good for them either. People are kind of all saying the same thing. But Espen and I boiled it down to like 2 main points that we thought was like wrong or that they didn't spend enough time on in the series. And that's basically that the plot and the scenario, like the plot line that they created, was not engaging enough, and that they did not give any of the characters any kind of personality, any type of chemistry, at all. So like Castlevania was funny. Like the characters talked to each other in a way that felt kind of like, more real. And they did not hold back on insulting each other. And they had the chemistry to like pull it off. But they just had no personal chemistry in the show whatsoever. It was really dull. It was so dull to watch them talk to each other because they literally couldn't say anything other than like plot. There was no, it was just terrible. I tried to get into Game of Thrones, but someone I knew got triggered from the show, and I felt really bad because I didn't know it had certain things in it. Yeah, it's a very graphic show. Which, like, there's certain things I'm fine with. I can watch whatever. But, yeah, if you have some triggers, I definitely wouldn't recommend Game of Thrones. I don't know what's going on with this hand. That is just the worst thing I've ever drawn in my life. Why am I trying to draw real hands? Why am I trying to draw real hands? Nothing in Game of Thrones triggered me, but there were definitely parts where I was like, what the fuck? Why? It was just really gratuitous, wasn't it? And they were like, oh, House of the Dragon isn't going to be as gratuitous as Game of Thrones, and it's basically one of the first things they did was just this really graphic childbirth scene. I don't know how to draw this hand. The arms look too good. The arms look too good. So if I draw like a little, you know, like my normal little hand like that, it's gonna look really weird. Oh Lord, yeah! Like, graphic trigger warning for anyone lurking. But, one of the first or second episode, I think it was the first episode, if you haven't seen everybody should. If you haven't seen House of the Dragon yet, you probably don't care. But spoilers anyway. So the first episode, they have the queen. She's like pregnant, whatever, and they have her giving birth, and she's having a hard time, and they decide while she's conscious to like give her a C-section with no anesthetic, like no nothing. They just cut into her and kill her to get the baby out. And I was like, what the shit? You know, like they knew how to do C-sections without killing people back then, you know? Like that had been invented. You know, they didn't even have the decency to like knock her out before they just straight up murdered her. You know, like she's the queen. If you're gonna kill her in order to get the baby out, like at least have the decency to make sure she's unconscious and can't feel it. You know? I was like, what the hell? What are they doing to this poor woman? This is such a bad, like, who the hell are these medical advisors? They're shit. They just wanted something that was graphic and shocking and like, you know, conveyed how, you know, hard these times were. You know? It's just, what the hell, people? Nexus, thank you for the hydrate and stretch. I'm so glad I didn't watch that. Yeah, it was rough. Not like the most gory thing I've ever seen in my life, you know, like there's gory stuff out there. But like unnecessary. Unnecessary, for sure. I love gore, but gore needs a reason. Shock factor is not a good reason. Exactly. That was my feeling about it too. Hello, Average. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a good. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Yeah, I feel that too. 15. That if you're gonna do gore, it needs to have a reason. It doesn't just need to be like all over the place for no reason. Okay, I forgot that she has like a feather thing over this side. So this has got to come off. Okay. So it comes like, oh my god, I don't know why it keeps choosing the yellow. Stop it. Okay. Like in the fic I'm writing, there's going to be gore, but the reason is because it's going to be about transformation and self acceptance, which isn't always pretty. It can be pretty fucking brutal sometimes. I know, right? That's a good reason to have gore. Like it's symbolic of something. But just being gratuitous for no reason is. I'm not a fan. I don't think it's like good writing. Hello, Haru. Welcome in. Look at this artiste. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Artiste. We're just reviving. How's your Sunday going? Okay, I think that looks good. That you can recognize it. It's there. Listening to Rin and grinding currency in Final Fantasy. Oh, nice, nice. What application are you using? I'm using Krita. Krita. I'm learning Krita. I learned today about the transform tool, and it's life changing. I've watched a couple war movies, and good war movies have gore, not for a shock factor, but for people to realize, holy shit, this happens in real life. Yeah, it paints a picture of, how fucked up, war is. It's not there to just be gross and bloody and to make people like recoil. It's there to show you something, and that's what was missing in that scene from House and the Dragon. Is like, what was that there to show? Really, it was there to show that, I guess that the queen's life was not important if because one of the reasons they made that decision was because she had told, and the doctors told the king, like, hey, she was not going to have another baby after this. So if this baby dies, like, you're kind of fucking stuck. You're not going to get any more children out of her. And I guess that kind of just shows that her life is not really valued. If she can't do the job of the queen, which is to produce heirs. But it didn't need to be so graphic. They could have really made it into like more of a tragedy by doing everything that they possibly could to save her and then still fail. I'm trying to learn to draw myself. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Ooh, nice. Yeah, So, Haru, I have a redeem where you can get a PFP drawing from me. Um, so that's what I'm doing. This is Icarus Deathbloom. Oops. Just trying to move this out. Not that one. This one. Nope. Oh no! Oh fuck! I've been drawing in the wrong layer. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me, look at this. Oh shit. Motherfucker. What to do about this? Well, I guess we can use the lasso tool, get the body, click copy, and then paste. The lasso tool? Which one's lasso? I thought that was a Procreate thing. This looks amazing. Thank you so much, Debbie. Like, the weird half circle one. This one? Or that one? No? This one? Outline selection tool? Yeah? Okay. That means I have to, like, very carefully outline everything that I just drew, right? All right, actually, hold on. We're just gonna separate her. Ha ha ha. Okay. Okie dokie. Now we're cooking with gas. What the fuck? What the hell is happening here? I helped. Yeah. I think. What the fuck? Okay, I think I have that in the right spot, actually, though. So we're just gonna deselect everything and erase all the stuff I don't want. Okay. That is a cool, that is a cool, trick. Not gonna lie. That's very helpful. I don't know why why that's selected as big as it is, but gonna okay, now it's all one layer. I use Krita, so I know how some of this works. I appreciate your expertise. Thank you very much. That was a little nerve-wracking. Okay. I'm gonna fix this a little bit too. It's her like shoulders. You see how her shoulder looks like it's got a dent in it? That's what I would like to fix. And maybe it can't be. It's fine. I shouldn't have messed with it. We're actually gonna go back. Because it was fine. It was fine the way it was. Yeah. There we go. Just gonna make that line a little bit thinner. Okay. I mostly use Photoshop now because my work computer has it, even though my isn't working, it isn't messing with photos. Yeah, I know a lot of people use Photoshop to draw, which seems a little like, you know, it's not the function of Photoshop, right? You know, like it's for photo editing. Actually, you know what? We're gonna draw this hand sideways like we did the other one. It's a little too skinny. Okay. I don't know how to draw hands, guys. So, it looks like she's got a disease. Oh my god. It's cool. It's cool. Perfection. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? What am I drawing? Oops. Trying to. Does she have any like? Oh, I should try the necklace too. I'm just gonna make that black. The characters I'm writing about in my fanfic are siblings, and I think there was a personal reason I decided to start with them that I'm just realizing. Nice. What is what's your fanfic about? Like, what is a fanfiction of? Wow, that actually looks something like a real hand. Make this finger less, I don't know, noodly? More noodly? More straight? And now it doesn't look like hand anymore, but it's fine. It's fine. We're moving on. We're moving on. Like the subject of the fanfic or what fandom? What fandom? What fandom is it? I'm also forgetting that she has wings, so I'm gonna have to draw those too. Sanders sides. Oh, I love Thomas Sanders. Okay. I think these are cutouts. I don't know how this bit stays up, but I think these are cutouts, which is very cool. I thought maybe they were just like designs on the side. I was listening to a song by Thomas Sanders, And one of the songs was for a character in Sander's Side, so I ended up watching it and going, I'm gonna turn these guys into monsters. Hell yeah. It's what he would want. Okay. Okay, so let's see. It goes like. No. It goes like down and then that. There we go. All right. Anything else I'm missing on the body? I think that's it. That's just for the wings, which, you know, are very intricate. I'm a little. I should do meme wings. I should do them like in a meme way. My favorite characters in the series is Roman and Remus. They're canonically twins, and those are the characters I'm writing about. I love mythology, and theirs is a good story. And I like to see what he does with those characters. It's been a while since I watched Sander's Sides. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Their names are based off the Roman mythos. Yeah, yeah. Oh shit, and she's got the rest of her hair too. Let's not make her like fucking bald. Okay, she's got hair now. Let's see. There's so much black in her design that I'm a little afraid that it's all gonna be like kind of drowned out or like not. It's not gonna stand out enough. Okay, but I was gonna do the memes like that or the wings. Memes? Oh, wings. Like kind of like this. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. I'm honestly thinking for October, I'm going to find other folks on Tumblr that do Sanderside's horror and reblog it to show support for him and also make me inspired. Yeah, Tumblr's a great place to post like fanfic, I think. I used to read a lot of fanfic. And I found a lot of it like through Tumblr on like AO3 and that kind of thing. Tumblr is great for fanfic and shitpost. It is. I did leave Tumblr after a bit, because I kind of, I just kind of lost interest in the, like, I wasn't reading as much fan fiction anymore. Okie dokie. All right, I think we're done sketching. So we can move on to some coloring. Oh my goodness. All right, let's start with skin tone. Wait, no, where's my opaque? This is my opaque brush. That's not my color layer. Hold on. What the fuck? Why isn't it coloring? Oh, it's because the opacity was down for some reason. Okay, there we go. I need to make an AO3 account at some point, so when I get this done, I can actually post it. Oh my gosh. Yes, do it. Okay. I think this, my pencil doesn't show up as well underneath, over top the color. But it's fine. It's fine. The hair is gonna be black anyway, so it's fine. See, like, you can just barely see the, you can just barely see it over top of the face color. But that's fine. Coloring like this takes a while, but it's fun. I am enjoying myself. But yeah, I used to read a lot of AO3. I was very much into the My Hero Academia fanfics. Like for a while, that was all I was reading. That was all I would do. My free time is to read My Hero Academia fan fiction. Same, honestly. Ugh, yes, average. Someone who understands me. I swear some of those fanfics are better than the actual show. You know? Like, I don't know what to say. They just were. I haven't got caught up on My Hero Academia in a while. I don't know. It's just like when the stakes of something get so high that the solution or the way that they beat the bad guy is so unbelievable that that's when I kind of lose interest in something. I'm like, the fight scenes look good, they're kind of flashy, whatever, but it takes more than that to keep people interested. That's the problem I had with Nocturne. That's the exact problem I had with Castlevania Nocturne. They were only focused on the fights, and they did not care about like character development or getting you introduced to these people or like buying into their, who they were and what their motivations were. Like, there's no buy-in. All of them could die, and I would feel nothing. Not saying much. Mid Hero Academia. It was better when it started out. Like, when Deku's like doing his best to be a hero and trying to live up to this impossible kind of task that's been put on him, and he's trying to live his dreams. And he's trying to like learn how to control his powers. Like, that was when the show was at its peak for me. But now that it's just like him becoming OP, he gets another power, he just kind of like still just punches things. He gets another power, he still just kind of punches things. I'm like, what the fuck? I really like. It felt like they lost the plot. Yeah, it does feel like they lost the plot. It feels like they lost a core piece of Deku's personality, which is that he was so into the statistics of everything. Like, he's an analysis nerd. With his notebooks and his ability to kind of like break everybody's powers down and make guesses about like what they could be, what are their limits. Deku would actually make a really terrifying villain because of that ability. Like, his ability to kind of judge everybody's power really accurately and catalog everything, even on just the slightest bit of information, would make him such a terrifying villain. And those were honestly the fanfics that I liked reading the most, is where they made Deku the villain. Like, and when you see kind of the opportunity that's there, and then you see the show not taking it, you're like, I'm kind of bored here. But yeah, the whole thing with the Redestructo or whatever, the Redestro, I don't know what his name is. The guy with the long nose that lost his legs. That whole plot, I'm just like, I could give two fucks about this. They just want to do some flashy fights. They want to have like this huge big stake thing going on. And that's also kind of why I stopped watching Doctor Who. Like, the stakes just got so big that all they could do with the show was, it's the end of the universe as we know it. And you're like, okay, but you said that last time. And the time before. And the 5 times before that. Like, I don't know. I feel like, I've said this a dozen times, and I'll say it again. I feel like the best length of time for a show to go on, or series to go on, is 3 to 5 seasons. Because after that, they don't really know how to keep it interesting and keep it relevant without the power creep. And then once they start getting into just pure power creep, you're like, you've lost the original characters' motivations. Like, nobody can fight forever. And to keep characters fighting constantly is just, I don't know. It's not interesting to watch anymore. I think that's why Avatar and Korra were such successes. Because they fit within that, 3 to 5 seasons kind of limit. And they didn't try to go beyond that. Power creep is a bitch. Yes. Like, I understand power creep. The people have to reach their max. But after they hit like a believable maximum amount of power, going beyond that to just continue using them is not, I'm not into it. That's the skin color. Yeah. I think I liked Avatar better than I liked Korra, but I still really, really enjoyed Korra. The thing I liked about Avatar a bit better than Korra is that the 3 seasons were one cohesive storyline. But then I learned they did the separate seasons. Every season had a new villain in Korra because they didn't know whether the show was going to get canceled. So when I found that out, I was like, oh, okay, it all makes sense now. Like, I understand why they did it. I mean, it's not the greatest for the show, but I can understand it. It makes sense to me. But yeah, I felt like Korra had a bit of the same of that problem, because every season they tried to introduce a newer, scarier villain. And after a point, you're like, bro, what? And some villains were better than others. Unalaq was ridiculous. Kuvira, I liked the premise of Kuvira's season, but the giant mecha robot fight was just ridiculous as well. I was like, what the fuck, man? Zahir was truly terrifying. I have never been so scared of a children's villain ever in my life. He really took the he took the cake with being a creepy zealot. You really were like, damn, this guy will stop at fucking nothing to achieve his goals. And you just have to get out of his way. He knows zero limits. That's too much. A blending tool. Nope. Hmm. We're gonna kind of do like I just erase what I did? Maybe if I just do it with this, but I turn down the opacity? Make it a little less, like, dark? It's doing something, I can see it. Oh my god, I'm still on the fucking wrong. Why is it erasing things? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to color things. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna try and give some, she looks like a little bit, too... I don't know. Dead? With this color? Oh, I understand what's happening. I have to not get any of the... I understand. I understand now. Or do I? Do I understand what's going on? Probably not. Okay. Maybe I should just do... I don't know. I think I picked the skin color off of the widest possible part. I should do it off. Maybe I should not do it on the darkest, or the, like, absolute lightest part. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch focuses. Okay, I think this is a bit of a better skin tone color. She doesn't look so deathly, dead anymore. But this. That's better. Yeah, look at the difference between that. It's just a little bit pinker, a little bit more, a little, just a different tone there. Okay, that's better. Alright, now I just gotta fix all the other things that have this color on them. Okay. There's my other hand. There she is. Fixed. She's not a ghost anymore. Okay. Better. Hello, happy Sunday. Hello, Tan Man, welcome in. How's your Sunday going? I'm having a pretty good day. I took a break from Wizard with a Gun to draw. It's a good break. But not gonna lie, as soon as I finish this stream, I am gonna go straight back to it. I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna be really sad that so like the beta test is gonna end tomorrow, and after that I won't have access to the game anymore, and I'm really sad about it because I just want to keep playing. And I also made Icarus way too white. She looks like a sheet of paper. So we're fixing that. There's a big difference. It's been pretty good. It's the Feast of Therese of Lisieux. So there's a reason to celebrate. Oh, nice. I'm not familiar with her. Who is she? There we go. There we go. All right, skin tone done. Now we can do some of this other stuff. Let's do her eyes. Okay, so she has like a red. There we go. Hello, sweetheart. Shorty looking good. Hello, Yui. Welcome in. How's it going? How was your stream? You were doing art too, right? Who were you drawing? Stream was good. Good. I'm glad to hear it. This is Icarus Deathbloom, if you don't know her. Um, she's pretty cool. I'm glad we have about 3 colors in this design. Black, green, and red. New batch. Yeah, so Yui, I have the redeem on the channel now. So Icarus and other redeemed PFP drawings. So I'm doing them today. Hello, Espa. How's the rapier class? Did you just get done? Oh wait, hold on. Wrong H pin. There we go. It was good. I'm heading to the car right now. Okie dokie. That looked weird. Maybe let's we're doing pixel art right now. Pixel art. Yeah, Espa, I was telling everybody about how disappointing Nocturne was. Very mid-show. I mean, if you want to see cool ass fights, watch it. But other than that, nah. Want me to join voice chat so we can complain about it together? Yes, absolutely. Hold on. Let me unmute Discord. Okay, you can, actually, let me pull up, I always forget, I have to pull up the Discord app if I want your PNG to show up. Hello. Hold on, it's still starting. The app has not started yet. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going? Can you hear me? Hold up. I'm gonna switch over to.
You here? I cannot hear you if you talk.
Okay. Hold on. I don't think my mic is connected to Discord.
Oh, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, hold on. Input. Microphone. Okay, can you hear me a bit better? Do-do-do. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Actually.
You good?
Yeah.
All right.
I have to park kind of away from where I usually park, and I'm kind of lost. I don't know which street to take
Uh-oh.
for going back home. Let me put on the GPS real quick.
That's what GPS is for.
Yeah.
Steal the hat? Oh, you're so right. I can't take the hat off his PNG. I don't have
Huh.
I don't have a hatless PNG for
The
him,
hat stay on my head.
but I can have my own
Anyway,
hat. There we go.
anyway. So apparently you were complaining about Castlevania Nocturne.
I was. Oh my gosh. I feel like people need to know about it.
Yeah, I was quite let down by this one.
I was really excited to have a new Castlevania like show, and it looks
Hmm.
so good. It looks so good. Me too. Oh, Yui, have you seen it? Oh my gosh, we watched like the whole thing last night.
Yeah, we binge watched the entire show in a one go,
mm-hmm.
like some real neat people. I mean, not neat, but
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, I mean, the trailer got me hyped up. Like it happened during seemingly the French Revolution,
Yes.
and that is like the perfect scenario for a political uh, intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect for it. You have different factions fighting each other. You have a power struggle, etc. Like everything inside the country is changing all of a sudden
Mm-hmm.
by the choice of an elite, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. Like
They had such an
it's the
opportunity.
perfect thing for a political intrigue, and it wasn't that.
No, it was not. It was barely
It was
anything.
not that.
It was barely anything. You're
Yeah, it was
Yui's on
anything
episode
related
5.
to the revolution.
Yui's on episode 5, and she says, "I'm already meh with the writing. Art is so good, though. The art is good. I can't complain about the art.
The art is good,
It's a
but
beautiful show."
the writing is poor. The intrigue is like the whole plot is not interesting. It's not compelling. This
Hello,
Messiah thing
Icarus.
is
Holy shit! Hello. Do you
hello
like it
there.
so far? How was your stream? Hold on, let me give you a shout out.
Hmm.
The only political thing that came out is "Viva la Revolucion" and back to religion bad, vampire bad, slavery is bad. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and that's also something that is not quite true. It was not exactly Vive la Révolution, especially apparently it's happening around 1791, and it's
Mhm.
when the terror started being placed, and there was a lot of uncertainty about the revolution. Many people outside of Paris didn't like it,
Yeah.
and also,
Well,
except the elite and a small part of the elite, people didn't hate the religion. People kept going to church at that time. The government decided to put down the church and replace them with temples of reason at the
mhm.
time, but it was not a people's choice.
Yeah. Well, and
And
I
that is also
told
something
you
that
the
is something that is also mistaken oftenly with the French Revolution. Even though it started with the people revolting against the king, like the commoners,
mhm.
in the end, those who institutionalized the revolution were the bourgeoisie. It was a rich elite that read a lot of books and shit.
Yeah.
It was not the commoner.
Well, the only thing they made Maria say, it was the only thing Maria said. Yeah, okay. Yes, exactly, Yui. My feeling was we were not given any kind of reason why she's so, like, oh my God, revolution all the
No.
time. And then I was telling Espa, there's a speech that she gives the priest at the end about like how the church is so bad. And I was like, this kind of church bashing doesn't feel historical to me. It feels like a modern speech, like they've put modern feelings into this
Yeah, it
girl's
feels like a
mouth.
modern speech. It doesn't feel like what someone at that time, at that place would say.
Especially because like her, they have a family connection to this abbey. And so for her
Yeah.
to hate it so much and like feel like it's awful just did not make any sense. But
Yeah.
I feel like this anime has mostly been about fan services, not 18 plus services, but more like pleasing their market services. Yes, yes. It's just like
Yeah.
if you like Castlevania, then we're just gonna give you something that will keep you happy for a little bit, while because you
Yeah.
want more Castlevania content.
I also kind of feel like this whole, church bashing and stuff, really felt like it was put there just to because a lot of people nowadays, well, including myself, kind of like bashing on the Catholic Church,
Hmm.
and it was just there to say, hey, look, we're one of the cool kids too.
Yeah.
It felt like that to me. It felt like they were just wanted to look compelling to young people without having any substance in a way.
Yeah, I felt the same. But they just did not spend any time on fleshing out the characters' personalities.
Yeah,
That I
I
was just
couldn't give
like,
a single I couldn't give a personality trait to most of the characters. The Belmont is just I'm a Belmont, so I fight vampires. That is
mhm.
all his character. And the black guy who knows how to sing, his whole character is just I know how to sing and I have feelings.
Yeah.
And the black
Seriously,
girl is
Yui, people
basically
are
hot
fangirling
sale.
over this? It's shit.
People
Like,
was what?
Yui said, my feed is mostly people fangirling about this anime. Yeah, it felt empty.
Felt empty.
They didn't, like, the
And
characters didn't connect to each other at all. You didn't get to, like, they spent so many episodes telling you about, like, the backstory of people, but it wasn't, like, emotional. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling.
yeah, yeah, that's also a problem is like they like show in the backstory all of a sudden and everything just from right from the beginning. But
Mhm.
we haven't had time to take care of the characters. We don't have time like to feel for them in a way.
Yeah. I
Like
feel like,
very early on that the singer guy dies.
yeah, he's
But
dead
at
so
that
quick.
point, I I don't know him at all. I don't know that the girl yet he's with and stuff. Couldn't care about that. Like
They
I'm just
really, I don't feel bad for the singer guy. I know he died, and you're like,
I know
what the fuck? Like,
because
why is he dead already?
it's supposed to be tragic. It's
Hmm.
supposed to be. But because we don't care about the characters yet, like well, we still don't really care about at the end, but at
Yeah.
least like at no point we care about the character and it was way too early anyway.
Well, and I felt like,
So
to me, I had the feeling of, like you got, like, this is what you get for running in without a plan and like letting your emotions take over. Because she really, Annette really got him killed because she couldn't control her emotions when she saw the guy who had killed her mother. Like
yeah.
she saw the vampire who killed her mother. She lost it. She gave away their position, and he died as a result. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
bruh, you did it to
Also
yourself.
also there's the whole Bellman guy who's like has trauma and cannot use magic.
Hmm.
The way his trauma is resolved and like I can do magic again,
It had
it
no
was just
depth. It had no depth.
it had no depth. Like we were telling each other with Cersei, you could have had like a fight with
Hmm.
like an epic fight with a guy with a vampire who killed his mom, and at some point him fighting over his trauma and his fear of this vampire
Yeah.
and just awakening magic. That would have been way more impactful. But no, it's just new granddad who came out of nowhere, even got introduced at the same episode, get chained, and bam, I got superpowers again.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I feel
I'm
like
like,
this whole
yeah,
show is not about Richter. It's the Annette show. Maria's only there to look pretty. Yeah, I mean, the show would not change if Richter and Maria were not in it. Like, they're literally
yeah, it
only there
wouldn't.
to back up Annette. Which I don't
I
mind.
wouldn't.
I don't mind having a show set in the Castlevania universe and not be about the Belmonts. I don't mind that at all. Like, but you know, if you're gonna have the Belmonts in it,
Uh,
like,
I wonder. I think there's a
make
game.
it
I
about,
think there's a
you know,
Castlevania game where you
make it
don't
a
have
little
a
bit
Belmont.
more,
Yeah,
fleshed out.
I guess the girl, the daughter of the abbot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, or if she disappeared, not much would change. But I guess she's supposed. I guess I think they tried to do a five-man band kind of trope without actually being able to do anything.
Yeah.
And I think she was supposed to be the heart or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but her, like, it was not. I don't know. It just was not like.
I could actually see the Belmont and the Black Girl being like the leader and the Lancer because they're very
Mhm.
opposite. One always wanting a plan, and the other like going first hand, like feeling first, plan later.
Well,
I could see that, but it's executed so badly. They don't have any chemistry together
yeah,
either.
they don't. Um,
Like
Marie is supposed to be
there's
one of the key characters too. She was in so many games. Oh, I didn't realize that. But we did look it up about, and we we saw Richter's like design from the
oh
game.
my god, it was really funny because there's like portrait for one of the version of the game, and the portrait looks like the most stereotypical 90s anime car design.
Yeah, yeah, Tan.
More
So the abbot
bad in a
has a
way.
child, and then he's got the balls to call other priests dishonorable. You know, like the whole
Yeah,
thing is that like he thinks he's working for God, and he thinks, you know, he's doing the right thing, but
you know,
he
you know what would have been
actually
more
doesn't.
impactful with the
I
abbot?
don't know. He's
You know
like
what would have
fallen in so
been,
many ways and doesn't even realize it.
yeah, you know what would have been better with the abbot
What?
is that like he asks for the forgiveness to God and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
that he actually realized what he's doing is wrong,
Yeah.
and like have all of a sudden like remember he's actually not like an idiot and stuff, and I don't know, ask all the night creatures to attack or destroy the machine themselves, destroy the machine, and
Mm-hmm.
ask God to go back in the church and like I don't know, God decide to not abandon him anymore, and that would have been cool because that would have made him some redemption.
Yeah.
Maybe God could have been back here, so I don't know,
I
the
know.
lion lady get kind of burned a bit, so that gives a bit of time for the other guys to flee because they're kind of half dying out there.
Yeah.
And then when everyone is out, basically the lion lady kills the abbot in front of his daughter, and basically that would have been kind of cool. I've had his redemption, then you kill him, and that gives
Mm-hmm.
him like a bit of
And she's got this
something, I don't
emotional
know, to
connection that, you know, unlocks maybe a power or something.
yeah,
Because I don't know,
exactly. That would have been kind of cool.
her power was
You could
very
have,
mid to me.
yeah. But lion lady, where the fuck does she come from? And because we're not given an explanation like that. Like she's supposed to, from what we see, she's 10 times more powerful than Dracula. So
Mm-hmm.
where the hell was she all these years?
Yeah.
Where was she? She's over there.
When people say this is a great successor to the first Netflix Castlevania anime, no, it's not. Yeah, no, not at all.
It ain't.
Not at all. You know,
It ain't.
one of the things that really drew me to the first Castlevania was the characters' relationships. And like I sent Espa, like, you know, people make compilations of all the like roasts they do of each other. Like they're not afraid to really insult everybody around them. And they've got the chemistry and they've got the relationship to do that and like make it work. And there was zero of that in this anime. The characters hardly talked to each other, and when they did, it was 100% about like the plot and just moving the plot forward. And I was like, bro,
Yeah.
don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Well, I did see the ratings of the show, and so far the ratings are not as good as the first series.
Hmm.
Like you
Oh
can
yeah.
tell a lot of like people finding much more mid,
Hmm.
which I understand. I mean, I find it mid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a bad per se, but it's just
I find
not.
very few things good about it, honestly.
Yeah,
I can be,
the
I
fight
think the
scene as a
best thing
whole.
about it was that the fight scenes and the animation was really good.
The fight scenes were really good, and everything was
Hmm.
done with quite like just like the first series. It was done with a lot of imagination, all the powers and stuff.
Yeah.
So on that part, it's really good, but you need more than just full fight scenes to make a show.
Yeah. And then they introduce. Okay, I was so fucking annoyed that they were like, Richter's the last Belmont. I was like, fucking again? Fucking again? That makes no sense. It makes. Why is there always only ever one Belmont?
I guess now there's a granddad, so I guess there are two, but I don't know, right? I mean, why is this? I don't know. I don't think this is necessary to have only one Bellman, dude.
Mm-hmm. Like, maybe they can be spread out. Like, you can give a reason. I mean, maybe it's to try and avoid, like, oh, well, why don't we just get the whole Belmont clan together and have a family fight all the time?
Yeah.
But they can just be like, hey, it would take too much time. The Belmonts are spread over the entire continent and in, like, the New World.
The
So we
problem
can't
is
reach them in
they don't
time.
explain why are there only these little Belmonts. Because in the first show, it was explained that the whole family got murdered because
Hmm.
the king of Valakia, well, the count of Valakia was like, they're like evil and stuff, so we need to murder them. So
Yeah.
they murdered them all.
There's
It was the
always
thing.
the last Belmont. They're just always
But here,
perpetually in this state of like near extinction. They're just edgy like that. Also, the granddad's lack of caring just didn't really make any sense to me. Like, why introduce him if he's not going to fight for his family? If he's not going to um,
yeah,
do
because
any?
he's
He
introduced
wasn't
as the
there. He
wise
wasn't
old
there to like
protector,
train
and
Victor.
nothing happens.
I thought that he was going to be introduced in order to train Victor's ability. Like a mentor figure, you know, and that just was not what happened.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was gonna be the mentor he's never had.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, he's just out there.
Yeah, it was a little
To be
weird.
honest, the coolest part of the show was the whole Haiti stuff. You know, Saint Domingue.
Yeah,
And the whole voodooism, like Papa Legba and stuff like that. That was kind of cool.
yeah, that was really cool. That was the most like
Interesting.
sensical part of the show too. Like you see Annette trying to summon Papa Legba over and over and over again, and like getting a little bit better at it every single time until she's finally able to get him when it counts. Like that was the most like practical part of the show. Like with the powers and how they got their power, like the power ups, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was the most real. I could respect it.
I can respect that, but yeah. It was very mid. The writing was mid, and I don't know. We've seen the finale together. Yukari hasn't seen it, but we've seen the finale, and I don't feel very hype for more.
Mhm.
Like, I kind of want to know how this whole mess is going to resolve, for sure. But I could like watch a summary of it instead of a whole series, and I would be just as happy
Yeah.
because it's kind of sad. None of the are, and there's some weird writing. Like, at some point, Velmon says, "Hey, we need a plan."
And then he's like,
The
I'm not the
Saint
planner.
Domingue, the Saint Domingue girl is like, "No, you're a coward," and it was like, and then people, it was mad. Would say, "Why do you always call me a coward? I'm the only one who want to have a plan so that things don't go bad." And they be like,
Mm-hmm.
the other one is like, "Yeah, no one is calling you a coward." Ah, she just did.
Yeah, she really. Yui says, I lost interest on it. It's okay, spoil away. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they. It would be one
Well,
thing if.
spoiler, very quick spoiler. The Natalia vampire arrived. She made a perpetual eclipse. She turned into a lion girl, and now she is like literally invincible. Like she
Yeah.
doesn't even move to parry attack. She just stand there and doesn't even touch.
Yeah, she doesn't even flinch when they attack her, so they're gonna have to pull some like really Deus Ex Machina shit to beat her. But yeah, so the thing with Richter is he said, "Let's make a plan," and Annette isn't even gonna consider that their lack of a plan is what got Edward killed.
Yeah.
Like,
even the second time when they try to have a plan,
mm-hmm.
they don't have a plan. They don't. We don't hear about any plan. We don't see any plan. They just go there. And
Yeah,
that's
the mom is just like, I'll take you down, but they don't actually make a plan. She's just like, I'm gonna escort you this time. Like, is that it? That's the plan?
Damn. They must have thought really long for it,
Mm-hmm. Right?
I mean, I don't know, man. They could have done so much thing, created diversions, so they only have like with a very easy escape route for them. So basically, they can have the main antagonist go one place and
Yeah.
call the another part of the group, like do more of a like a surgical attack to liberate the singer. They could have done some cool stuff like that. And they could have like it's simple,
Yeah.
but it could have worked.
I don't know. I felt
And
like
trying to like it could have also been a cool moment to actually build chemistry between all of them because we could have a
them
moment
start
where
to
they have
become
a
a
plan.
team.
Where they have a plan. It doesn't go as well as they wanted because they didn't really take into account each other's ability.
Mm-hmm.
Then they retry, they regroup, re-go at it, and this time they rely on each other's ability and stuff, and bam, instant chemistry.
Yep.
Nope, we didn't get that.
We didn't get that.
But that's the thing. When you look at the fight scenes in the first series, you could tell they trust each other.
Mm-hmm. They rely on each other.
They trust each other, and they know what each other is doing and stuff, and take advantage of that.
They definitely, you can tell they pay attention to each other in the fights because like as soon as somebody needs a backup, the other person's immediately there to give it to them. And in this one, they had no idea. They had no fucking clue. They were not fighting as a team. They were all there for like individual purposes.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I felt like there was a lack of originality too with Annette sees the guy who murdered her mother, and then Richter sees the guy who's murdered his mother, and those are like, I don't know, like if you're gonna have somebody hunt down the person who murdered their mother, fine, but don't do it to two different characters. Don't have two different characters have the same subplot.
You know, it reminds me of when people create their backstory for their D&D characters, and 90% of the time the parents are dead.
Yeah. It was a breath of fresh air for Maria's mom to be alive. And then they fucking did the sacrifice for yourself for your kids trope.
Yeah. I wonder
It's
how
like,
this
seriously?
is gonna go, though.
These murderers need to stop getting caught. Well, not that, Tim. But my point is, you have this exact same plot for two different characters. Like, give them different backstories. I mean, come on.
And I guess in a way they kind of applied it to a third one out there with the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Now they've all had their mothers murdered.
Damn, don't be a mother if you're in Castlevania.
No kidding. I wouldn't survive 2 seconds in that show. It'd be a hit out
And
of
then
me.
you would have your daughter avenge you or something later.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. Now I think about it, baby Bellman boy, Richter.
Mm-hmm. Baby Belmont?
Baby Richter, how did he raise himself actually?
Tara raised him, Maria's mom. She's the aunt that his mom was trying to send him. So, well, they never specified it, but what I assume happened based on context is he was supposed to be sent to Tara and Maria in the first place. He saw his mom get killed, but he still got on the ship and went to go live with them.
Yeah, to be honest, it would have made more sense. It would have been kind of cooler if he was raised by his granddad instead.
Yeah, but they made the granddad so fucking like.
Yeah, but it would have made more sense if he was the mentor from the beginning. But he appears. We just are given as a reason. Oh, your mom told me not to tell you I exist, but we are not given the reason why she wants that.
Yeah, it just kind of seemed like they hated each other, but we don't know why.
We don't know. They were just like, that's like that, and we're not given anything.
Mm-hmm. I would be martyred for being in the Catholic Church. It sounds like. So they made the one bishop like the big enemy in the original, in the first series, and it kind of made sense. You know, he murdered Dracula's wife, and that kind of set off the plot. But to make every single priest or whatever the abbot, also evil. I don't know. Seems a little tired.
Yeah, and
like
I thought people don't, and you cannot have the entire church just be full of just bad guys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Most people who would go at the church, especially in ancient times, just kind of believed in whatever was like said, so they really just wanted to help most of the time.
Yeah.
Being a religious priest instead. So
I was a little disappointed in it because with the way they set up like the vampires being so tied to royalty and the aristocracy, I really thought our main villain was going to be like some person with noble blood. And I think that would have made more sense. Like, I think they just brought the church into it because, you know, those are the long time. That was the big villain in the first series.
And also, well, I guess spoiler for you, Yui Kami. Where the fuck was Alucard all this fucking time? Where the fuck was he?
Right? Oh, I'll do you one better. How does an abbot learn how to be a forge master?
Yeah, because
him being the forge master made no sense to me. I was like, what the fuck? Why did they give him this power? It makes no sense for him to know how to do this.
No, it didn't make much sense. You know what? He would have been an archbishop. I could have seen it because sometimes historically some people who arrived at the position of archbishop or even pope were not religious people but more military people who came into a power basically. So in that case I would see it, but an abbot? They're just the head of a monastery.
Yeah.
He's an abbot. He doesn't have any power.
Yeah. What is a Forge Master? Tin, in Castlevania, a Forge Master is a human wizard who takes dead bodies and puts souls from hell into them to make them into like demons.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it makes no sense for an abbot to have this power or to be doing these things because he's a man of God.
Hey,
like
I am a man of God. So what if I do the most blasphemous thing that exists in existence?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was like, this makes no sense. Why would they have him be the one doing this? Not all church members are bad people. I'm atheist and don't believe in that stuff. But, like, I understand not all people in that religion are bad. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying is Maria's, like, church bashing... The speech that she has at the end, she's talking to the abbot and she's just like bashing the church, and I'm like, bro, your speech doesn't feel very much.
Time where people would
it doesn't
be
feel right.
more religious, and you would have a lot of priests who are not from the high clergy who would be close to the people, who would try to help the people.
Yeah.
Would try to do.
Because they're the ones. They're the ones living in the community. They're the ones like being part of the people. So it makes even less sense. I don't know. I feel like they kind of took the easy way out. They were like, okay, the church is still the bad guy, so we're just gonna make a church person the bad guy.
Yeah.
Bash the shit people in the religion, not the religion itself. Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of lazy writing to me to make everybody in the religion a shit person.
Yeah, because I can understand not liking the Catholic Church in the sense of more its organization as a whole. Like, I can understand not liking that. I understand not liking extremist religious idea, like zealotry and everything. But just say, everyone is evil, like in a church or whatever religion. No, what the fuck?
Yeah. Fexus, thank you for the hydrate and stretch.
I don't know, that makes no sense. I'm telling you, I'm sure they just did that to be cool in front of the young people.
Yeah, they're like, this is hip. this is what is hip these days, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what the youngsters like to do nowadays, so we're just gonna do the same without thinking.
Yeah. Well, that's why it felt like soulless, you know?
Yeah. It was very disappointed in how to go. Also, I can believe at some point how the Sandman girl just outright said, "My trauma is better than your trauma." So
yeah, I was really annoyed with her.
I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Oops.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, so pissed on that part. Yes, Yui. Exactly.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
She was also pissed on that part. That
Oh yeah, my trauma is better than your trauma.
what's this? Pain Olympics? I have the gold medal in pain and suffering. Yes. Yep, that's what it felt like. And I was like, bro.
And the worst part is, you know what? I
What?
could tolerate a character saying that.
Mhm.
Because the character can be flawed, and then that character kind of learn that she's wrong in saying that.
Yeah, but she didn't. She didn't learn
But
shit.
she didn't, and even at some point when she saw the dead spirit of the other woman from her island,
Hmm. I don't know
She
that
was
she's not
also-
dead. She was just
also supporting that idea. She was almost saying, "Yeah, the people here don't understand our pain, and they will basically we're more our revolution is better than
Mhm.
their revolution."
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Ah.
All trauma is trauma, yeah. And she was really resistant to the idea that Richter's like childhood trauma of seeing his mother getting killed in front of him was, you know, important, and he's allowed to have whatever reaction. But no, she was like, he ran away. Rah. Like, okay, but you got angry and you lost control of your emotions and you got someone killed. So I can't say that your reaction to seeing the guy who killed your mom was any better. Like, shut the fuck up.
I also kind of like how her first reaction to seeing her friend, who was turned into a night creature, but was able to retain full willpower and memories.
Mm-hmm.
Her first reaction was like, "Okay, bro, I'm gonna kill you to end your suffering."
Yeah.
I understand the guy's reaction to be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Don't kill
Well,
me.
I mean, that's what everyone was telling her to do. So, like,
Yeah,
I guess she hadn't realized like how much of him was still in there,
Yeah.
or that he didn't feel like he was suffering. He just didn't know what was going on,
Mm.
and he didn't like being locked up. As someone with trauma, I'm not going to go up to someone and go, I got better trauma than you. Like, that's fucking rude. I know, she was so judgmental and so
She was so
unforgiving.
judgmental.
I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you had a bad reaction to seeing, like, pretty much the same thing. So you can't say that Richter's bad reaction is lesser, you know?
Yeah.
We could sit here and tear this show apart for, like, a whole day and still not be done.
Sure, finally had dinner. That felt good.
Ooh, what did you have? What did you make for dinner?
Okay, I'm gonna join again, but this time with my computer.
Okie dokie.
That way people can actually hear me a bit
Yeah,
more clearer, you know?
yeah. We don't have the phone audio?
Hmm?
You don't want to have the phone audio anymore?
I mean, I'm pretty sure people wouldn't mind if I had the mic audio instead of the phone audio. Just saying.
Mhm.
What?
I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm just bashing it with you guys. We just Espa and I watched Castlevania Nocturne last night, and we were unpleased with the show for a lot of reasons.
And I am back.
Hi, back.
Oh,
Me too. Yeah, I'm glad you agree with me. Agree with us, Yui.
yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It feels
Yeah.
validating.
Anyone remember Vampire Diaries?
Yes! Oh my god, I loved Vampire Diaries, but I actually never finished it. I should watch it again.
I never watched Vampire Diaries.
Oh, it was so convoluted. It was like, and once again, Netflix producers be like, don't like it, don't watch it. Demon, yes! Oh my god. Uh,
Not quite sure what y'all talking about, but okay.
okay, so there's this show. It was like a live action vampire show called Vampire Diaries. And basically it like starts out it's basically the cliche teenage girl meets a hot vampire kind of thing.
Yeah. Except this time they don't sparkle in the sun.
No, they can go out in sunlight, but it's like only specific vampires who have this magical jewelry can do it. So they're more like normal vampires, like classical vampires. It was a pretty good show. I crushed on him so hard. It was oh yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Drama done right, seriously. Back when TV was good. It was so corny, it was good though, Yui. It was corny, but like, it was like the cliche, but it was actually like when you're watching it, when you're not watching it, you're like, damn, this is corny as hell. But when you're watching it, you're like, oh my god, what happens next? Remember when it actually was about Diary of a Vampire, then Apocalypse? Yeah, that's about when I stopped watching it. I didn't finish the series because of that reason. I was like, because again, it's the power creep. It's the show has gone on for too long. They don't know how to write it anymore. Like, so they're like, the world is ending. Classic. I've finished it. Worth watching. And everyone we love dies left and right. Yes. Yes, exactly. No happy endings in Vampire Diaries, as far as I'm aware. Fuck Twilight. Okay, but Yui, Twilight has a special place in my heart. And that place is, I watch it like once a year. I binge watch all the movies and I laugh my ass off, okay?
Okay, you watched it more like a movie that is so bad that it's good. Okay.
Yes, yes.
I was about to have a big judgment over you, my love.
Listen. Okay, have you seen Twilight? Have you seen Twilight? Have you watched?
I've seen all the Twilight movies, actually.
Okay, good. No,
The only cool thing of the only actually genuinely cool thing of the Twilight movies is the final movie battle scene.
Mm-hmm. And then they took it back. I watched that in the movie theaters, and I was like, oh my god, because it was such a departure from the books, right? The books just had like the talk it out end.
All of a sudden, we're like, oh my god, the movie actually turned good all of a sudden, and then they were like, oh, by the way,
it was just Vision. was just a vision. We take it all back because Stephenie Meyer could never actually kill anybody that she likes. None of her characters. I watched all of them. I'm not proud of this. Yui, it's okay. I watch them all like every year. But I read the books in high school, and I loved them in high school. I loved them. I thought that was so good.
Okay, now I'm looking.
And then I got out of I was in a relationship in high school, and the guy I was dating reminded me of Edward. So I was like, oh my god, I'm Bella and he's Edward. And then I realized how shitty it was, and like that this person was actually like a terrible person. And I was like, oh my god, Twilight like made this normal for me. And you know, I normalized this relationship and the things that were happening because of Twilight. I hate it. And then a few years later, I was like, you know what? Twilight is actually hilarious as fuck. So, minus, you know, ignoring all the trauma. We can actually have a good time with this.
And boyfriend equal cringe.
Yeah. Well, that one definitely was. I read Twilight, and that's how I became a writer, because I wanted to make the vampires more scary. I have a Twilight fanfic. Oh my god, 15. I want to know the Twilight fanfic.
Movie night when
Oh my god, yes please. Yes please, Yui. You know, it is spooky season, and that's a vampire movie. Those are vampires. They fit right into spooky season. Oh, the fanfic is so fucking cringe. That's what makes it good. 15. Listen to me. That's when you know it's good. Like, it's so... Like, it's when it's bad.
It's more about like Loby.
Yeah, it is much more of a romance, but I still say it fits.
Scary type movie.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Icarus, what do you think so far? We're not quite done, but we're getting there.
To me, so far, the best vampire-related movie I've seen is like Interview with a Vampire.
I loved Interview with a Vampire. Oh my god, it was so good.
How was based?
Yeah. Well, because it really explored, like, what does it mean to live that long? How do you keep your morality when you're immortal?
The movie that got you into vampires, really, I can actually kill you. Now that movie, that I would join a movie night for that movie. That was cool Halloween.
It's cute. May I make one adjustment to the eyes? Maybe if it's within my ability. I don't know that I have the skill to adjust things to make it how you want it to be, but I'll do my best. The white of my eyes are dark gray. Oh, wait. So you want the, like, the sclera to be dark gray? Yeah, I can do that. Like that? Yeah, okay, I got you, I got you. Yeah, I thought they were white because, I guess that's like, I don't know. Where the skin starts and the eye ends is hard to see on the reference picture. If I stream tomorrow, and you're in my chat, I can show you my ACs here. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think we're Gucci. I just have to fill in your cutouts here, and I think I'll have everything done. I love your design, by the way. It looks so cool. Yeah. I really like vampire shows, but I was a little burnt out of them for a while. And so then I was watching like zombie shows, and then I got burnt out on them. So after Walking Dead, like everything tried to be a zombie movie or zombie show. And I was like, bro, we need some other good, like supernatural shows.
I've never really been into any of those, to be honest.
I was into Walking Dead until maybe like the I really liked, what was her name? The lady with the samurai sword and the dreads. She was one of my favorite characters. And then things started getting weird with her. And then I found out that they paired her up with Rick. They're like, she's gonna have a love story with Rick now. And I was like, ew, I don't want to see that. I mean, there's Supernatural, which is a good show. I loved Supernatural until about, I don't know. I try to start it every so often because I want to see like the rest of it. I've never finished it, but I always get to maybe the 4th or 5th season before I'm like, oh, I remembered why I stopped watching this. She was cool. What was her name? It was like Michonne? I think. She was hella cool. She was so fucking sick. I was like, oh my god. Okay, there we go. Icarus. All done.
Damn, bro.
That took me 3 hours.
Bro.
Oh my gosh. It me! It's you! Okay. I was gonna try and do other today, but it's been 3. Well, I just couldn't make a decision about like the pose. And so I kept like drawing it and then undoing it and then drawing it again. So it took me a minute. And that's what really took me a long time. I love it. I'm so glad you like it. I'll send you the picture. You can have it. I gotta eat too. I think, Yui, I think I'm gonna hop off. I think I'm gonna save other for next week. Because I also have to make dinner. So I am gonna save other LoL player for next time. And we are gonna go find somebody to raid.
Hey, there's Moa who's currently playing.
Oh, Mo is playing? Okay.
And she did her re-debut yesterday.
She did. And I missed it because I was at work. I was so sad.
You wanna give her a little hello?
Yeah, let's go say hi to Moa. Alright. Here's the raid message. If you don't have the emote, you can buy it for just 80 channel points. It's very cheap. And we're gonna go raid Moa. Make sure I have his her name spelled right. Thanks for the stream. Ready for the spooky streams coming up? Yes, October is spooky month. So I put out the stream schedule. We're going to be playing a lot of really cool horror games this week, and just some creepy games. I'm actually starting Castlevania Symphony of the Night this week, so I'm really excited to actually play a Castlevania game after I've loved the anime series for so long. But I will be on.
Good luck for this one.
Thanks. I'll be on tomorrow night. Until then, see you later, piggies.